All right, here we are. We're on top of Springer. Daddy's back there about to sign the journal. We hiked the 0.9 mile from the parking lot up to here. Then we're gonna hike back that way and start heading north. We're doing it. We are. It's a little sad to say bye to Mama and Sipsy and Cypress, but well, it'll be worth it. Well, I mean, it'll be worth it. We're about to do something awesome, adventurous, crazy. And I mean, we're 0.9 miles in and look at that view. So I think we're gonna have several more of those. All right, let's go.
I've been thinking about myself today, thinking how I changed, how I really don't care if you...
Well, it's day 2. We had a good night's sleep last night. I mean, as good as you can. Had a nice shelter, set up our tents, several people around to talk to. It was good. We ended up going about 8.1 that day, although it was actually 9 with the little approach thing we did. But we just decided to not push ourselves too much on the first day. And we're gonna try to go 15.9 today. I think it's very doable. Well, we're going now. It feels so good to actually get going. It feels so good. So we're gonna try to keep on going. And I'm about to hike down a big hill and up an even bigger hill. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll let you know if I make it. We'll see. I might disappear somewhere halfway up, but yeah. All right, so it is the end of day 2. We're about to kind of bunker down for a bit. We did another pretty short day. It was about 8 or 9 miles today for 2 reasons. One, we're about to enter into an area where you have to have a bear canister, and neither of us do, so we're gonna try to hike through it tomorrow. And 2, there's a pretty big storm coming. In fact, we just got a notification that this area is supposed to be evacuated, but it's a bit too late for that. So we're at a nice shelter, so we're gonna be fine. But there's a lot of people. It's like 12, 13 people all bunkered into one shelter, which is gonna be fine. We're gonna make it through it and everything, but it's gonna be an interesting night, but it'll be fine. Well, just another story to tell later. That's the thing. And then we're planning on doing about 15, 16 tomorrow to make it to a place called Neil's Gap, which is a nice outdoor store. We're gonna try to stay at a little hotel thingy, which will feel really nice. But we'll all see how it goes depending on how the rain goes and if it's wet. I don't know. So there's a lot of variables, but like my dad was saying, what's an adventure if something doesn't go wrong? So we're having an adventure. Nothing's gone wrong. It's just a lot of unknowns right now. We're about to go through a very exciting time. So maybe I'll see you in the morning. We'll see. Well, we made it through the night. It actually wasn't as bad as we were kind of thinking. So it ended up being fine. Daddy was fine in the tent. Tent got a little dirty, but that just happens. And yeah, in the shelter we were all just fine. A few sprinkles every now and then, but that's about it. It was packed. It was a very packed shelter, but we're gonna take off today. Debating between a couple plans. I might stop about 8 miles, and then before the area where you have to have a bear canister, and then we'll try to hike to Neil's Gap after that. Or if we get there and feel really good, we'll just go straight to Neil's Gap. But we're just gonna whatever plan we need to do, and see how we feel when we get there. But we're doing good so far. it's still day 2, and I just stopped at a nice little road area. They got some picnic tables, and then take a little break, wait for Daddy, catch up a bit. I'm about to eat Snickers, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, we've gone about 4.5, maybe close to 5 so far, and it's 9:50, so making good progress. But yeah, doing good so far. People expect to see all sorts of wildlife on the Appalachian Trail, like deer or squirrels, rabbits, maybe even a couple bears. But if you're really lucky, you might come across a wild superhero. This is only the second one I've ever seen, and it's very lucky that I ran into it right now. I'm gonna try to be quiet so I don't scare it off, but you never know what you're gonna find on the AT.